Hi, I'm Sandy Genovese, and with Father's Day just a few days away, it got me to thinking about my dad. And when he was still alive, he was famous, still actually is famous, for making our Sunday morning breakfast. He made pancakes every Sunday morning, and when I went back to a high school reunion, my friends were still asking me about his famous pancakes because he made everything great, like he made banana nut, he made chocolate chip, you know, all of recipes he made up, but he also made some really bad ones that nobody forgot. Like he made cream corn pancakes, he made green tomato pancakes. When we were bad, we got threatened with clam pancakes, although he never did actually make them. So I thought, what a cool thing that you could take and present food, in this case, French toast, where you would be giving back to your dad. So you would have a little tag, and in the tag it would say who it's to and from, and on the back you would write breakfast in bed for dad. And then it could be, in this case, I'm making it into some sort of fancy schmancy French toast, but it could be whatever you want. The idea is to take and first create the box. If you look at this from the side, you can see that I've just taken the toast shapes and have one on the front and one on the back in order to create this package. And then I just crammed it with some tissue and ended up finishing it off with a tag that kind of pokes out the top, and it's ready to go. So what you need a couple of pieces of toast. So I started with toast, and I wanted it to look a little more like it had shading. Now I used a makeup sponge in order to get a little bit of shading around the outside edges, but you can do it directly right on. You can use this to get shading right on the edges of your toast, and it actually works a lot better with a makeup sponge, but you can see how it's going to start to create what you see here is this shading. Once you have these decorated, if you look at the front, you can see that I wanted it to really not look like a sandwich, but I wanted it to look like French toast. So that's why I added the whipped cream and the strawberry. And I'm going to just take a couple of little dollops of whipped cream that I just cut out of white paper, and I'm going to position them so, because I like lots of whipped cream, so I'm going to actually do a few of them. Remember, I always say this, you're going to want more adhesive than I'm doing. And then, because I didn't have a strawberry that was a good size, I thought I would show you how easy it is to make one from a heart. So I've just gone back with green paper and just hand cut what looks like a stem and a top that looks like it will fit over this. So I'm going to place adhesive on the back side, and this would be a perfect place for me to use my little post-it trick. I won't stop to do it right now, but I'm going to position this so it sits right over the top. And then to make it look a little more strawberry-like, the bottom of a strawberry is usually not quite so pointed, so I'm going to just round this off a little so it looks a little bit more like a berry. And then it looks kind of cool to add some little seeds. You can do them in black or white, whatever suits your fancy. And I'm going to tuck this, I'll put adhesive on the back, and then I'm just going to tuck this so it looks like it's kind of protruding. I have to face it towards me for just a minute so I can sort of see how this is going to look. Oh, I think it looks good like so. And then I can tell that most of my seeds are gone, so I might go back and add a few more strawberry seeds. So go ahead, decorate the front. I'm going to leave the back plain, but if you want to leave a note or a message for your dad, you could write that on the back while it's flat as well. These are going to get attached to the sides of the box, but this paper that has the texture that I thought looked kind of like food or like toast is a little bit thin for a box. So I'm going to just take and I'm going to attach these to the same shape but out of a piece of cardstock. So if I take my toast shape and I'm going to add adhesive so that basically I'm just taking my toast shape and I'm making it thicker. So it's like, think of it as like kind of the Wonder Bread of toast, where I'm adding thickness just for poofiness. I want this box to be durable. So I'm going to do this to both the front and the back of the sections of the box that are shaped like toast. Okay, it's going to make it a little bit easier actually when we put the box together for you to see what I'm doing by having the front and the back out of a different color of brown anyway. So at this point, I'm going to need the structure that holds the toast. This is a die cut that Eileen Hull designed, and it's a box maker design. It allows you to take shapes and fold them. Even if your shape is pointy, you can, there's several creases, and I only need to crease them in these two places. It also gives you the creases that we're going to fasten this to in order to make this create a box-like shape like so. But if you're only going to make one and it's not worth it to you to buy the, you know, the die that would create this, you can see that it started as a rectangle and notches are just cut out to make it easier to be able to fold these and to bend where I need to bend in order to make it match the toast shape. So I've just made all of my folds so that I'm going to create a box structure that's going to sit like this, and I'm going to put the front is going to sit on this and the back is going to sit on the other end. The way for this to happen obviously is I need adhesive on all these tabs. So I'm just going to stop, make sure that it's all opened up. It is easiest if all the folds are there first. And I'm going to put my adhesive right now while it's flat. Put your adhesive on both sides. At least that's the way I do it. I know, Eileen, if you're watching, you can let us know what you do. You may have special tips that make it even easier that I don't know. And then in order, this just happens to be a good shape for this toast. So what I'm going to do is do just like I showed you. I'm going to fold it into a toast sort of design and place this piece of bread so that it aligns with the bottom with all of those. I'll turn it over, maybe it's a little easier to see. And I'm going to push down, and then I'm going to pull these in. Let me do this side first. You can probably see this side better. I'll pull this in and press. And then do the same thing with this side. Pull it in. Make sure I clear the sides and press. You can see why it was important to put the adhesive on first, because it would be not very easy to add adhesive now. So you can see I've created what will be the front, and I can see that I've kind of, I want to come in a little bit more. I don't want that bottom little angle to show. So I am going to move this just a hair. It's the beauty of her design is it lets you play with it. So you can see I can still clear that, push, and then bring these in and place the other one over the top so that all the bottom and the sides, and I'm going to just press with my fingers lightly to start with to get it so that it starts to hold, and then I'll turn it upside down, get my hands in here, and really, I don't know if you can see, but just with my fingers I'm pressing on all those little tabs so that I've created this really cool box. It's just the coolest way to create, take any shape, a teapot, if you want to make it into like a little box of a teapot and you want to put teas inside. So much cool things that you can do with this. Then you can see all I've done is I've just stuffed in the tissue and I've taken the tag and I've die cut a heart. I just use white correction tape to make stripes and then a white pin to write to and from. On the back is where you're going to put that it's for breakfast in bed. And then I'll undo this so you can see all I've done is just taken a little strip of black ribbon, placed it into a loop, and I'm going to poke it through the hole like so. And then I'll bring the loop up and take the ends of the ribbon and go back through and pull, and it gives you the ribbon that sticks up. and you can pull it and make it nice and tight, and then it allows you to have what looks like kind of a finishing touch to your little gift box. You know, you can present Dad a really special breakfast in bed award or certificate or note in a really cool little French toast kind of a box. Remember, I love hearing your comments. Be sure to share us with your crafting and your scrapbooking friends. If you want to, you can even like us with a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.